At my husband's funeral. Just as the pastor finished the eulogy, my daughter grabbed the microphone and screamed, "My father lied to us all." The room froze, then erupted, and before I could react, she pulled out a photograph I had never seen before. In it, my husband stood with another woman, smiling, his arm wrapped around her waist, and beside them, a boy with his exact eyes. Gasps spread through the pews, people whispering, pointing, staring at me. My daughter's voice cracked as she shouted. This was taken 2 years ago, while we sat at home believing his lies. She dropped the photo onto the podium and her shoulders shook violently. He betrayed us, she cried, and my mother knew. Dozens of eyes turned on me like daggers, and I clutched the envelope in my lap, its seal still unbroken, his handwriting burning into my skin. Then, from the back of the chapel, a man stood and declared, "She's not lying." He told me about the other family. He told me about the money. The crowd roared. "What money?" People shouted. "Hidden accounts!" the man said, his voice grim. My daughter slammed her hand against the podium, sobbing, while I begged for help with tuition. He was feeding them. The lawyer stepped forward, his hand shaking, and pulled out the will. "Your husband wanted this read today," he said, and then his voice cracked as he announced, "To his wife, he leaves the house. To his daughter." Nothing! The crowd gasped. My daughter's face drained of color. Her knees buckled as she whispered, "Nothing. Not even his name." The lawyer swallowed hard. The remainder of his assets go into trust. For his son, chaos exploded. People shouted, argued, demanded to know who the boy was. My daughter screamed through tears, "That boy is his heir." "Not me." She turned to me, her eyes red and furious. "Tell them you knew. Admit it." I tried to speak, but my throat locked. And then the envelope slipped open in my hands. Inside was another letter, sealed just for me. My husband's handwriting scrawled across it in frantic strokes. "I loved you, but I loved them too. The money is hidden. The accounts are his. You were always strong enough to survive without me. Choose whether the truth lives or dies." My knees went weak. The crowd demanded answers. My daughter sobbed into the microphone. The lawyer stood frozen. The man in the back glared at me. I clutched the letter, my husband's final cruelty binding me tighter than ever. And as the chapel erupted into chaos, all eyes turned to me, waiting, demanding, hungering for my choice. And that's where it ended.